to deep rolling seas, borne on the wings of the breeze.
It had got round to that time of the year when everything somehow seemed to be getting better. Instead of freezing gales, soft breezes. Instead of iron grey clouds, a cool blue sky that promised warmer blues to come. The hedgerow birds sang louder. Bluebells and whitebells and yellow dandelions glowed in the suddenly greener grass. The chestnuts that grew around Toad Hall opened great leaves that looked like crumpled gloves. While in the hall, Toad and his friends discussed a different kind of opening.
Open Toad Hall to the public. What would your dear dead father say?
It sounds like showing off to me, Toad.
Showing off, Ratty? Oh, that's hardly fair. I've always seen myself as quite a modest sort of chap.
Well, I don't know that I'd like Mole End full of tourists, Toad. Some of them may not wipe their feet.
Well, they're hardly likely to want to see Mole End, are they?
I say.
Eh? No. I only meant that while it's a dear little place, I'm sure, it doesn't have the splendour, the magnificence. It doesn't have the aristocratic je ne sais quoi of Toad Hall.
You may well be right, Toad. But if you go ahead with this foolhardy plan to fill the place with visitors, Toad Hall will certainly not have me. I shall be in the fresh, uncrowded air with my paints.
Oh, now look here, Badger, old fellow.
Look here, nothing, Toad. You're as conceitedly scatterbrained as you always were. Open day. Ah, I'll wash my hands of you.
Oh, dear. Now you've done it.
Oh, pish-tush. He's such an old stick in the mud.
That's as may be, Toad, but I think he's right. You'll regret this silly idea.
Nonsense, my dear friends. It will be a triumph. People will flock to admire the splendour, the magnificence, the
aristocratic nonsense. Yes, we know all that,
But nothing, Rat. The posters have gone up and the invitations have gone out, so it's...
Invitations, Toad?
Good heavens, yes, my dear Mole. Why, anybody who is anybody will be there on my open day. Oh, it will be the event of the season.
And I am sure that many people will be fascinated by the great ice that Mr. Toad has made available to the community at large. And which says so much about the far-sightedness, taste, style, and the honest devotion to hard work of Mr. Toad's father.
What?
In 15 minutes' time, after refreshments, the present Mr. Toad will be guiding us through the many interesting rooms and features of his home. But now, it is with great pleasure that I declare this open day, open.
Lovely.
I love the decorations, and the minstrel's gallery is just divine.
I knew I was right, Ratty.
What's that, Mole?
2 of those rabbits just walked straight in and never even looked at the doormat.
It's not so much the footprints that worry me, Mole. There are far too many weasels here for my liking. I just wish that Badger hadn't gone off with his paints. Anyway, old chap, you make sure you keep an eye on them.
I will, Ratty. I will.
It's a lovely place you got here, Mr. Toad. Oh, that's awfully kind of...
It's all paid for, is it?
Well, it's all paid for? Of course it's all paid for. I mean, some of these here paintings and that must be priceless. They most certainly are not. They are worth hundreds. Hundreds! Priceless indeed. Hundreds, eh? Well, well, just think of that, eh?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Ah, there you are, Mr. Toad. Tell me, where is that nice, respectable friend of yours, Mr. Badger? Isn't he here?
Well, naturally he wanted to come, but there was an emergency. Yes, that's it. Of course he was broken-hearted, but he just couldn't manage it. Oh, terrible business.
What's that, Toad?
Oh, Mr. Toad was just telling us about poor Mr. Badger. What a shame he can't be here. What was the emergency?
Oh, not an emergency, Mrs. Carrington Moss. No, he's gone off painting. Can't do with a lot of people, you know.
But Toad told me... Toad? Where is he? Mr. Toad!
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And now I invite you to take advantage of my guided tour of the treasures of Toad Hall. I'm sure we will.
Yeah.
If you would be so kind as to form an orderly group and stay close so that you don't miss any of my informative commentary, I shall lead you round some of the tasteful features which adorn my modest home. Fortunately, one had the good fortune to be born with a clear and resonant voice, so that you will hear every word I say, but perhaps Mrs. Carrington Moss, you would like to have the place of honor, so that you may enjoy in full the benefit of my wisdom in matters pertaining to the world of art. Right, lads. You ready to do as Mr. Toad suggests?
Yeah, not all. Lead the way. Right, Chief.
Toad is a fool. Look, Mole, old chap, I shall watch the back entrance in case any of the wretched weasels try to slip anything out that way.
Very well, Ratty.
And you watch the front door. Any suspicious bulges under weasels' coats, and you just hail me, all right?
Oh, I will, Ratty. I will.
And there, a famous painting of the Rear Admiral Toad by, Pliny the Elder.
I don't see any painting of a rear admiral. I see a painting of a front admiral.
I say, Toad, I thought Pliny the Elder was a famous Roman writer.
Oh, well, I suppose he was like me. Clever, resourceful. And here, a particularly valuable statue of another ancestor, to Nobility Toad, the famous opera singer. Ah, the statue, it's gone.
Oh, Mr. Toad, how dreadful.
Wob away, by Jove.
Where was the statue, Toad?
It was there. Yes.
Are you all right, Toad?
Yes. But I...
Mr. Toad, what's next?
Oh, coming. Coming. Now that little work I picked up myself. The gentleman who sold it to me assured me that it was an early vermicelli and worth every penny. It's the portrait of Lorenzo Toad, Doge of Venice, in 1456. Wonderful craftsmanship.
It's one of my Uncle Albert's.
Yes, yes, Toad Hall is quite as good as the Tate Gallery. Oh, quite as good. But of course, growing up in the midst of all this talent, one cannot help but develop an extraordinary sensitivity to the skills of the sculptor.
That's very lifelike, Mr. Toad. What is it?
Oh, it's an abstract of Father Time. Leonardo da Vinci. Do hurry along. I want to show you my Spode escritoire.
Who's he calling Leonardo?
All right.
Oh.
Nearly. Right. Got it. Come on it.
I'm almost sure it was there this morning. Though, of course, with such a majestic establishment, it's hard to keep track of everything. Well, come along. Now, in the West Wing, I have a fine collection of bishops' hand warmers dating from the 13th century.
Keep it moving.
I'm so sorry I couldn't actually find the bishop's hand warmers, Mrs. Carrington Moss.
Or the Spode escritoire.
Or the Ming vase.
Or the Wimbrand.
Oh dear. Oh dear. So many things seem to have,
Gone.
Oh, please.
And that's not all, Toad.
What? Not all?
The weasels have all gone too.
The weasels? How strange that they should go at the same time. I wonder if I might sit down.
Retty, how?
They must have slipped past you when you weren't looking.
No, Retty, they certainly did not.
Well, they certainly didn't slip past me, so...
Not a weasel so much as went out by my door.
Not a weasel went out by... my door, either.
Don't be ridiculous. If they didn't leave and they aren't here, where are they?
Right. Here's another.
Come on, keep it moving, keep it moving.
Oh, Chevy.
From you to me.
Right.
From me to you.
Up. That's it. Right. Get hold of
Pass
it.
it along.
Got it?
Pass it along.
Right, okay.
Come on,
it. Okay, got it.
Keep it moving. From me to you. From you to me. From me to you. Up.
What's that Ming vase, you idiot?
You to me.
Sorry,
Keep it
Gov.
moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. Here, it's stuck.
Oh, come here, let's see. Oh, well. There's only that bit in the middle that's interesting. Here. There. Problem solved.
Cool, thanks. You to me to you. Up. Come on, pass it along, pass it along, pass it along. You to me to you.
Shut that door, you fool!
Sorry, Chief.
You will be. I've told you, get all the stuff to the end of the passage, and then we all go together and fast. Understood?
Right, Chief.
Fine, get a move on.
Keep it moving. You. What's this? To me to you.
I think it's a Grecian urn.
Ho ho. What's the Grecian herb?
Oh, About 25 mile a week.
Cut out the funny stuff and shut that blooming door.
Wasn't me, Chief.
Likely story. Just you wait. Hurry it up.
Nearly.
Pass it along. You.
Oh, right, all right.
To you.
Hello, where did you come from? Chief. Chief!
Oh, all the wealth of years stolen from me. The Toad inheritance. Gone.
Now look, Toad.
A treasure house of genius. A wonderland of artistry.
Oh, Toad.
Oh, wretched Toad. The fates have doomed you to a life of shame. What is there left for me but death and dishonor? Scorned by my ancestors, ridiculed by society, deprived at one blow of my wealth, my culture, and my birthright.
Toad,
Yes?
be quiet.
Oh, I say.
Whatever's that, Ratty? Oh, look.
A singularly unfunny one. Come on.
Eh? Oh.
Come on, you.
Why are they walking backwards?
Go on. Go on, the lot of you.
I think that's why, Ratty. It's Badger!
You miserable, light-fingered scoundrels.
Heck.
I'll give you art collectors. I'll give you removal men.
Oh, saved! Another macaroon, my dear Badger.
Well, since they're just a mouthful, yes.
Oh, do go on, Badger.
Well, as I say, I was doing a watercolor of the hall through chestnut trees when I saw that wretched fella pop out of the tunnel entrance and then pop in again. So I finished my painting, slipped quietly in, and found the secret passage bulging with treasures. And weasels. My word, I gave 'em some stick.
And some more stick is what they'll get from me if they don't work harder. Not there, you villain. There.
Oh, Toad, you were lucky. If it hadn't been for Badger, you'd have lost everything.
And if it hadn't been for your silly showing off, it would never have happened at all.
Oh, now look here, Rat.
I just hope it's taught you a lesson.
Oh, it has. It has.
Oh, good.
Next time I shall have that entrance guarded.
Next.
Oh, Toad.
You're not opening Toad Hall again.
I must just have a word with Mrs. Carrington Moss in the tea tent.
What about, pray?
About her opening the Grand Military Tattoo and Horse Show.
Oh, Toad.
Spin me a dream woven silver and gold, from sunshine and shadows and days long ago, where people are memories and stories unfold. Willows, the tales you have told.